Hello everyone, we are back with another video on our YouTube channel Dentistry Life. In this video, we mainly deal about the questions which are most commonly asked in oral surgery, which may prove useful to your entrance exam as well as another theory exam. So let's begin with the फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन विच इज़ द नर्व मोस्ट डैमेज इन टीएमजे सर्जरी। जब हम टीएमजे सर्जरी परफॉर्म करते हैं कौन सी ऐसी नर्व है जिसको सबसे ज़्यादा डैमेज होने के चांसेस होते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज ट्राइजेमिनल नर्व, सेकंड इज फेशियल नर्व, थर्ड इज ग्लोसोफेरेंजियल नर्व, फोर्थ इज ऑरिकुलोटेम्पोरल नर्व एंड फिफ्थ इज inferior alveolar nerve. As you know, the first, second and third are the branches are the cranial nerve. Trigeminal nerve is fifth branch of cranial nerve. Facial nerve is seventh and glossopharyngeal nerve is ninth branch of cranial nerve. Now auriculotemporal nerve, this nerve, you all know that this nerve is basically related to the ear. Both D and E is related to your ear, that is auriculotemporal nerve and inferior temporal nerve. Now which जब TMJ सर्जरी परफॉर्म करते हैं तो कौन सी नर्व हम डैमेज हो सकती है। देखिए इसमें क्या होता है हमारा that inferior alveolar nerve and auriculotemporal nerve, they are mainly the branches of the mandibular branch of trigeminal nerve. They are the third cranial nerve, mandibular branch of trigeminal nerve की हमारी दो branches हैं auriculotemporal nerve and that inferior temporal nerve. Next, that the TMJ is mainly ruined from the ear. So chances is mainly that is facial nerve, either it may be inferior alveolar nerve. Then facial nerve is most susceptible to temporal and zygomatic branches. Therefore, the most chance of this answer is facial nerve. So the correct answer is the facial nerve. Facial nerve is the nerve that is most commonly damaged in the TMJ surgery. That is the two branches of the facial nerve, that is temporal branch and the zygomatic arch. The nerve that is most damaged in the TMJ surgery is the facial nerve. Now second question is, where is the maxillary third molar most likely to be displaced in during the extraction? First option is maxillary sinus, second is mesenteric space, third is retropharyngeal space, fourth is infratemporal space and fifth is submandibular space. So what is the right answer? देखिए इसमें क्या होता है, submandibular space is when there is mandibular third molar likely to displace. In case if the question is asked on mandibular third molar, the most appropriate answer here is submandibular space. So we can eliminate submandibular space from here. Now maxillary sinus. Maxillary sinus is related to during when first and second molar are most likely to displace in maxillary sinus. First and second molar are most likely to displace in maxillary sinus. So here the correct answer is infratemporal fossa. Infratemporal fossa is third molar is most likely to displace in infratemporal fossa, because in case of third molar we mainly use incorrect extraction technique. Therefore it is most likely to displace in infratemporal fossa, and it mainly arise due to that decrease visibility during the surgery. जब थर्ड मोलर एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हैं विजिबिलिटी क्या होती है, हमें कम होती है, ड्यूरिंग सर्जरी विजिबिलिटी कम होती है. Therefore the third molar is most likely to displace in infratemporal fossa. This is the reason that is displacing the infratemporal fossa. So D is the correct answer here. Now the third question is, a patient has skeletal deformity with class 3 malocclusion. The deformity is result of maxillary deficiency. The ideal treatment is, here do you know what causes the class 3 malocclusion? Class 3 malocclusion, the ideal treatment is, without much confusion, in case of class 3 malocclusion we mainly perform surgical repositioning, and surgical repositioning mainly occur in forward direction. It mainly occur due to maxillary deficiency, and we perform surgical repositioning of maxilla hair in forward direction, which may prove useful. The answer correct is surgical repositioning. If you like our video, please like, comment and share. Thank you.